Back to the cows, Ngomeni. Welcome to another session. Mr. Metz. Okay, guys, as promised, sends out paper 2 from the Gauteng paper, Ebeli Palo up September 2024. Okay, in preparation for our test Monday. Okay, guys, without wasting time, let's go straight to the cow. See Ngomeni. Now let's read from question 1. Question 1.1. We are told here that traveled, never mind the pronunciation if the pronounce wrong, please ninkolele. Okay, traveled to Robertson, a town in the Western Cape. During, if you read there, they are saying during the school holiday to visit her Aunt Nini. A part of the map of Robertson that Thrall used for his journey is shown below. Study the map and use it to answer the questions that follows. Okay, now we are given the map that Utral azoyisebenzisa. So now let's check the first question. Ezosincedisa sijonge kakuhle map. Okay, you can browse the map, then check the questions, then come back to the map. Okay, let's check the first one, 1.1. So go to 1.1.1. Name the road that passes through Robertson Winery and Robertson Wine Valley. Okay, so now sizajonga indlela apho egqitha that is passing on both these locations. In order for us to answer that, we need to first find the locations abathetha ngazo. I-Robertson, we need to find the Robertson Winery first. Okay, then by drawing on the map, you can see this is the Robertson Winery. Okay, we wanna get last a wine also. Okay, then again, we check for another place. What is it? What also, this must be passing on the Robertson Wine Valley. So where is the Robertson Wine Valley? This is another, the Robertson Wine Valley. And now the common road that is passing on both this location is this Ray Road that you see here. That is bigger than other roads, and it's called R60. So this is the answer for this question. It's R60. So utate utumax wako opisayo. Okay. So remember, guys, you can always pause the video, then try the questions, then get back and play the video again, and also check the question. If you don't have the question paper, I will leave a link below so that you can get the question paper, the drive link, so that you can get it from my drive. Okay, guys, without wasting time, let's go back to the cows. 1.1.2, they are saying now determine the general direction of the Robertson Small Hotel from the Cinder Lounge Guest House. So from the Cinder Lounge Guest House, so that's our starting point, the Cinder, or our point of reference. So is the Cinder Lounge Guest House. So where is the Cinder Lounge Guest House? This is the Cinder Lounge Guest House. So we are from here, moving to where? Moving to Robertson Small Hotel. Where is Robertson Small Hotel? This is Robertson Small Hotel. Okay. Then now by drawing the direction that we are going to go, we are going from here to here. Okay. So now we need to know, are we going to the north? Are we going to the south? Are we going to the west? Are we going, which side are we really going? Now it depends again with general with direction way. Always when you are dealing with the map, bazoknika a general direction. Here it is, they have given us the general direction for the map, that now we know wherever, if you are from this point, Silapa Aposkoyo, if we are moving this direction, that means we are moving which side? We are moving to the north. then that means if we are moving this direction, then if we are moving to the north to this direction, you can see upper, this is your north. Then if this is your north, then this side is what? If this is your north, this side on this side will be your what? Will be your east. Are we together? And this side will be your west. And this side will be your south. Are we together? So now if we are going to the north, when we are moving like this, so when we are going this side, so by Jongaringengo, you can see that the Robertson Small Hotel is in the west. Are we together? It could be on the northwest or on the, but the general direction is on the west. So in Robertson, he will have to travel west if he's going to the Robertson Small Hotel. I hope it makes sure. So your answer there, you could write, you could tell them that in general direction, we will be traveling to the west. I hope it makes sense, guys. Then we move down. So which means determine the general direction. So they will go to the west, or it's westly of the Cinder Lounge Guest House. Now 1.1.3, name 2 grocery stores indicated on the map. So now by now, even if you don't know is signed grocery stores, whether bakunika keys, but by jongaring on the map, once ubone itrosari une picture yandoni yomntu oqhuba itrolley, you have a picture of a trolley in your mind. So now when you are checking these balloon like thingy, these things, like you can see, because there it's written H, capital letter H, you are sure that this is a hospital, because you, without being told, you know that this is a hospital. Are we together? Okay, so same applies to the trossaries. So the trossaries, we are going to check for something that will be a sign that is a trossary store. Each here, we are seeing a what? A trolley. And also we are seeing a trolley over here. But they said we need to name 2. And okay, we are only seeing 2. So next to this trolley, what is the name of the location? It's Checkers Robertson quarter. So now you can write it. It was 1.1.3. So your first question, it's 1.1.3. So you are going to write it. It's Checkers Robertson quarter will zabendi abbreviator because of time. Then size ngapha, the second one by jongaring pana ngu Super Spa. And what? And Super Spa. Spa Robertson. The R stands for Robertson. Robertson, yeah. Super Spa Robertson. So those are the 2 grocery stores. Uthathu nyu 2 marks wako ophisayo. Okay, then we move on to 1.1.4. Identify the name of the high school indicated on this map. So to identify the name of the high school indicated on this map, uzabona ngandoni, something that is similar, something ebonisa isikolo. You can see other balloons are having beds, you see. So this is not a school, but when you see this, you can, even if our husband is scholar, but by seeing that cap, you know that this is a what? I will call it a cap so that you need to understand. So this is a rocket. This is a school. This is a symbol for a school. Are we together? Okay. Then now, if this is the a school, what is the name of the school? It's Robertson High School. So 1 point, what was it? Name 2 grocery store. Okay, 1.1.4. So you can tell them that, okay, now you are seeing this color. It's Robertson High School. HS High School. You can write, but you will write it in full. Okay. Then now we move on to the next question, 1.1.5. Utwatral arrived in Robertson at 11:03. Write down the time of Tral's arrival in words. So now in words, it's not 11:03. This is when you are writing your time in words, you always start from the minutes before you tell you before the hours. Are we together? You start from the minutes, you say the minutes, then the hours. That's a proper way of saying your time in words. Okay, so now if we are going to start from our minutes, I'm waiting for this. Let me. Okay, now by joining here, this is 11:03. So now in words, this will be what? This will be 3. Remember we said we start from minutes. This is 3 minutes after 11. So it's 3 minutes past 3 minutes past what? Past 11. So ngivula nje ispace upper past, not 11. Guys, remember it's not 11, but it's past 11. I know when we are saying 11, we swallow the E. We end up not calling out the E, but we end up saying 11. But it's 3 minutes past 11. Okay, that's a more proper way of saying it. Okay, so this was 1.1.5. Okay, then also here we take 2 marks of Pisayo. They are saying in 1.1.6, identify the type of map shown above. What type of map is this now? Okay. What type of map is this? One would say it's a road map. Why would you say it's a road map? Because you can see the roads. You see, a road map will show a road. So that's that I would say so, because once you see OR6, OR60, you are seeing the road is being mentioned. If they were in national roads also, they were going to be mentioned as well. So this qualifies the map to be a road map. I hope it's make sure. Or a street map, because you can see the streets. Are we together? The road and the street are the same thing. Road map, the streets. So now you can see the streets. The name of the street, as you can see, you have Uvan Zail Street. You can name Zonge Street as Lapa is Paliweyo. You can see that there's Okak, I don't know, Okak Street. This like this. So the street name, you can see the street name from the map. So a map is determined by what you can get by simply looking at it. Okay, Ukuba, what type of map are you looking at? Okay, so then okay, so it's a street map, it's a road map, depending on wena ufuna ibe yintoni. Okay guys, akho need yokuba or mandibhale phansi nayo 1.1.6. So I said it's a road map, or you can say it's a street map, depending on you. So it's a street, it's a road or street map. Okay, guys, siye kwenye equation elandelayo. Here we are, we see 1.2 now. Okay, 1.2 kuthiwani guys? Kuthiwa Mr. Salt Milk. Mr. Salt Milk owns a house. A floor plan of the house is shown below. As you can see, we are given the floor plan and we are given the dimensions, the real dimension, because we are given meters, remember? So that means those are the real dimension. And we are not given any scale for that matter, okay, which is fine. No problem at the moment. Now we are told that, okay, study the floor plan above and use it to answer the following questions. Determine the number of windows on the eastern elevation of the floor plan. What is the eastern elevation? So kasitanga eastern elevation, kasitanga elevation sithetha the face or the face that, remember, if you are having indlu is having a house is having mostly depending on the type of house, but most houses are having 4 phases. So we call those faces elevations. So kawujonge efront uzabona icango lase front, kawujonge kwelinye icala mhlawumbe uzabona icango lase kitchen nantoni ne festile, mhlawumbe ukwezinye izindlu ubone nantoni ne bathroom, you see. Then kawujonge kwelinye icala uzabona ubag. So kuyadependa ke ngoku kuba ezo elevation according to the geographic location, ingaba zise north, zijonge north ezo faces, elo cala lalendlu lijongileyo, so we call them elevation. So now we are told that in north is on, it's ilapa, it's up, so which means the side that is on the north is this side. Are we together? In north we are told is on the top. So if you are going to the north, you are going to the top. So that means this is our north, guys. Ne? And this is our what? This will be our east, and this will be our west, and this will be our south. Okay. So now let's go and read the question again. So that's what we pendula. As if a question, determine now the number of windows on the east elevation of the floor plan. So the east elevation of the floor plan, this is the east elevation. Do we have windows there? So do we have windows? Yes. How many windows do we have? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. So we have 4 windows because we have dealt with a map, we have dealt with a floor plan. Now by now we already know the signs, the windows. They don't need to give us the key. Are we together? I hope it makes sure. So we know that those are windows. You know that also these ones are not windows, but these are sliding doors. These are sliding doors. Okay. And these are normal doors. Okay. So then how many windows do we have? We have 4 windows. So to answer your question is over 4 windows, but you will write it in full. Now 1.2.2 kutwani, how many bedrooms are indicated on the floor plan? How many bedrooms? You go to the floor plan, you check, this is the master bedroom. So this is the first one, bedroom number 1. We look, oh, this is another bedroom, bedroom number 2. Again here, this is bedroom number 3. Do we have another bedroom? We have only 3 bedrooms. So you can write it there. They were asking how many bedroom do we have? So we said there are 4. So now we are saying how many bedrooms is it? How many bedrooms are indicated on the floor plan? Bedroom number 1, master bedroom. Okay, no. Let's say in master bedroom, we won't call it a bedroom because it's different from a master as in a bedroom. So how many bedrooms do we have? We are going to say there are 2 bedrooms. So this is bedroom number 1 and this is bedroom number 2. Then in master bedroom, it's We cannot just call it a bedroom, that one. Yeah, it's a master bedroom. So it's not just an ordinary bedroom, but a master bedroom. So now to answer that, there we are going to say there are 2 bedrooms. I hope it makes sure 2, or you can write it in words. There are 2 bedrooms. Okay. Then they are saying 1.2.3, write as a simplified ratio the number of doors to the number of windows on the floor. So now we have to calculate the number of doors. So this is the first one. We are saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there any door that I'm leaving? 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 9, 10. So there are 10 doors. There are 8 normal doors and 2 what sliding doors. They are doors as well. Okay. So which means you write it down. We have 10 doors. Then we, because it's doors, 2 windows. I think it's that way, Babechilo. We to write down this in simplified ratio, the number of doors to the number of windows. Then we calculate the windows. Okay. Let's calculate the windows. This is window number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's a small window here, 10. So there's also 10 windows. So it's 10 to 10. Then in simplified, you can see 10 goes into 10, goes into 10. So you can divide by 10 both sides. So 10 divided by 10 will give us 1, and this will give us 1. So it's 1:1. So for every door, there has to be 1 window. For every door we put, there's 1 window. Okay. But they ask us that only. Okay, back to the cow. Now they are saying in 1.2.4, Mr. Sotmelk stated that the perimeter of the floor plan is 45.06 meters. Explain the word perimeter in the given context. So a perimeter in the given context is what? What is the given context? The given context is a house plan. So now, a perimeter, perimeter, we are saying that if you are having a shape, you can have a rectangle shape, you have the length, you have the breadth. We normally say that the perimeter is the length around the shape. The length around the shape, you know that this L is equal to also this side is equal to this. So there are 2 length and there are 2 breadth. So now that's why your perimeter will always be equal to, for a rectangle, your perimeter will be 2 times length plus 2 times breadth. Okay. But now we are speaking of a shape. So in a context of a shape, but now we are speaking, this is not just a shape, but now sithetha ngandoni, ngendlu, a house. That's the content. So ka uphendulayo phana funeka uphendule usibonakalisele uba uthetha ngendlu. So your perimeter is always the distance around something. So now you can say your perimeter is the distance or the length. It's up to you. The distance around the length or distance. I don't know which one is suitable. The distance around, but you can think anyone around the what? Around the house or around the floor plan. Around the floor plan. I hope it makes sure. So it's the distance. This is question number one. Write down the simple, okay, 1.2, 1.1.2, 1.2. Still the question is 1 point. Write down the simplest. Okay, 1.2.4. Sorry, 1.2.4. Okay, then we are done with that one. Okay, say 1.2.5. Now they are saying select from the option below the correct unit that can be used for the area of the master bedroom. Write only the letter A to C next to the question number. Okay, now the correct unit for area depends on the units on the diagram. So now on the diagram, E unit Z, we are given E unit on what? They have given us, let's check, E unit zona. They have given us our unit in meters. So now that means the area, because it's going to be meter times, it's going to be in meters. You already know that it's have to be meter squared. The unit have to be meter squared. So we are going to check it. Do we have a meter square? Yes, because area is always in square. So the correct answer will be B. Uthatha 2 marks wako, uphisayo, uphume ecaleni. Okay, guys, sikhawuleze sibalekile siyobheka ingathi kuyabhekwa apha or something. So 1.3 now. 1.3 kuthiwa Mr. Sootmelk, Mr. Sootmelk's wife bakes homemade all bread rasking for her family. The recipe that she uses is shown below. The ingredients max 30 makes 30 rascal. Baking time 55 minutes. Udinga 500 gram of butter is 370 gram. This is what he's using. 500 gram of butter, 370 gram of sugar, 500 milliliters of buttermilk, 101 milliliter of lemon juice. Okay, I won't go through all these ingredients, but I will rather go to equation and see how many grams of all bran wheat flakes are needed for this recipe. Okay, all bran wheat flakes. So here it is. This is the old bran wheat flakes. The question is how many grams? So we are told there we will need 240 grams. So to answer their question, we are going to say only 240 grams. Sitate with 2 marks wetu ophisai. Okay, then we move on to the next question. How many grams of all bran wheat flakes is needed for this recipe? Okay, there it is. Each bunch of rusk needs to be baked 55 minutes. The last bunch was taken out at the time indicated on the watch alongside. Convert 55 minutes to hours. So the first question, type of time, they are saying let's convert 55 minutes to hours. They have not asked us about this time, guys. Ungafuna uphendula ngale nto bathe masiconvert just to 55 minutes into hours. You already know it difference between okanye ratio between hours and minutes, that there's 60 between. When is either you are moving from hours to minutes or you are moving from minutes to hours. If you are moving from minutes to hours, you are dividing. Oh, sorry. Yes, you are dividing from the smallest to the biggest, because hours in minutes, but from hours to minutes, you will always be multiplying. So now we are moving, we have minutes, we want hours, we have to divide by 60. Then for the calculator. Okay, let's wait for mine. I'm still opening it. So it's going to be 55 over 60 divided by 60, which will give you 11 over 12. Then you press SD, then again SD. So you can see there, you can round off to 2 decimal places. It's going to be 0. Since it's 0.0.9166666 I think of something, I'm not sure, but about 6 in babeke bonke or by a shorter. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so now to round off, if you were to round off to 2 decimal places, looking at the second decimal, but we check now the third decimal to be bigger than 5. Therefore, this will be equal to what? 0.9, because it's of an effect to change the second decimal to move to raise it up. So 1 unit. So say change is upper is about 1 plus 1 being 2. So is about 92 hours. Because the answer to Sifuna in the hours. It was in minutes. Now it's going to be 0.92 hours. So that's our question 1.3.2. 1.3.2. 1.3.3. They are saying now write down the type of time format displayed on the watch. So what is the type of time? What do we call this time? This is not digital. So if it's not digital, it's called what? Analog. Okay, spelling's got analog. Okay. I think, okay, no, it's all supposed to be O here. Analog. So it's analog. Then there it is. Utatu 2 marks wako. O pisayo again. The last one, write down the time indicated on the watch in 24-hour format. So when they mean in 24-hour format in digital, time elul. So now what is the time indicated here by Jongaring? Isiba elide likhombe ku6, which is in minutes. Then isiba elifichane li above the shorter. We have isiba elide nesiba elifichane. I don't know what can I call it in English, because I know it is isiba. Okay, but we have the shorter one, the shorter pointer, and the longer. I don't know whether I will call it a pointer or something. What do we call it in English? Or the longer arm and the shorter arm. Okay, let me call it that like that. So the longer arm is pointing at 6. So if it's the longer arm is pointing at 6, this means that the longer arm is always representing minutes. So 6 is 30, it's half past. So half past is 30 minutes. It's half past what? The shorter one is above 4, so it's half past 4. I hope it makes sure. So if it's half past 4, what is half past 4 in 24-hour format? Half past 4, it's after 12, it's after. This is not the time during the day, but now it's going to be, if it's after in 24-hour time, so it's going to be half past 4 is 16, remember? 4 is 16, and half past is 30 minutes. So there it is, 4:30, or in fact, Prof, we are not sure whether the time is during the day or on the afternoon. If it's in the morning, so it's going to be 04:30. So there are two possible answers that you can choose from. Okay, so we are done with question 1. I hope, guys, you enjoyed it. Sizaphinda sibuye no question 2 and question 3 and question 4 njalo njalo.